Spartacus and his men escaped and caused havoc in Capua. The nobleman Seppius has discharged mercenaries to hunt them down. Spartacus is being chased. He turns back and the mercenaries are ambushed. He goes into action, takes down the men, and they then continue to take them all out in a spectacular fashion. He then leaves a message behind. Spartacus has left a message for Glaber. The council is dispatching him to Capua. He says he's a praetor and he doesn't have to go, but he's commanded to do so since so much chaos has been caused or he won't rise in the Senate. Meanwhile, Spartacus and the runaway slaves are all hiding in sewers. Spartacus then has an argument and threatens the rascals since the Gauls aren't sharing their food, but the man then caves. Mira takes care of Spartacus' wound. Crixus has been searched for Navia. Back at Capua, the games continue. We see Eunomeis present. The magistrate isn't happy with the games. They hear that 8 men of Seppius have been slaughtered by Spartacus, but he has dispatched 8 to Rome. Eunomeis is then approached by some men who recognize him. There is a reward for his capture, but he quickly attacks them and takes them all out and slowly walks away. Spartacus speaks with Aurelia, Varro's wife. She wants to leave them. Spartacus will be aiding Crixus on a mission to find Navia, to ambush a place and take out some men. Crixus finds a slaver called Trebius, but as he's attacked, the man stabbed. Crixus questions about Navia. Glaber arrives in Capua with his soldiers. He enters the stained Ludus and wants to address the people of the town. Lydia is angry that she has been brought to the Ludus. As she's then walking around in the Ludus, she suddenly shouts. When Glaber arrives, they see Lucretia is alive. She has lost her mind and Lydia wants her dead, but they're advised to use her to their advantage to calm the people down. Lydia is not happy. The runaway slaves are all afraid of the Roman army that has arrived, but Spartacus assures them this is a moment that has fated to be so, and that they made a promise that Rome will tremble. Suddenly Eunomeis appears and says that Glaber has large numbers and he will end them all. He tells them to flee and everyone panics. Crixus wants to leave to the south of Spartacus, but he wants his revenge. As Lydia speaks to Lucretia, she finds out that she's pregnant. As the slaves prepare to head to south, Mira says that Spartacus is gone. We then see him in the market of Capua. Sepphoris gives a speech on Spartacus caused so much havoc. Glaber then arrives and says that Spartacus is just a man and Lucretia is alive. People think it's a miracle. Glaber says that Spartacus will never triumph. Just then Lucretia spots him. Glaber says he has a sign that his end is near. We then see Aurelia captured and beaten. She is then put in front of the public and Glaber wants to interrogate her before killing her. As Glaber is greeting everyone, Spartacus begins attacking the guards and he suddenly goes for Glaber. They then begin fighting and Glaber falls down, cut down. Just then, Crixus and the others arrive and fight the Romans and take them all out. Agron takes Aurelia. The men unleash their great vengeance upon the Romans. Crixus suddenly spots Lucretia but then tries to stop Spartacus as they are outnumbered, so they slowly fall back. Mira is angry at Spartacus. When Spartacus thanks Crixus, he punches him and says that he came to stop him. He says it is not to their advantage to kill the praetor, as they then would send a great army from Rome that they can never beat. Meanwhile, Aurelia wants Spartacus to promise that he stays away from her son. She then passes away. When Agron wants to attack Glaber, Spartacus says that they will head south to find Navia and they will stand together. He will first expand and then Glaber and Rome will fall.